Okay, welcome back. I'm Cappadocia. Welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. We're carrying on right where we left off. We were about to head back to the ship after clearing our capital of the nasty Drukhari. They're not really nasty, they're just Xeno, which I suppose is pretty much one and the same. Bad Xenos. Oh, welcome back. No place like home. Welcome back, Lord Captain. During your absence, we assisted the ground force by coordinating the movements from orbit. Detailed casualty and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. It's with the deepest awe that I inform you of the timely intervention and the resistance of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raid, which had threatened to turn into a protracted war. Dragonus suffered losses, but the Hive has sufficient capacity to restore the administrative networks and industries as expeditiously as possible. The world remains intact despite an insidious blow built by the Xenos. I have been given scandalous report that he failed to deliver you in time. They indicate that the Xenos activity dropped sharply after you departed for Chineris Manufactum, and considering the scale of the Dragonus raid, it's safe to assume Drukhari used up all the resources at their disposal, and may now require some time to replenish the losses. Achilles is presently recuperating from severe wounds, and without his aid we are temporarily blind to the scheming of the enemies of humanity. However, our strategists are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids which will allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Lord Captain, permission to report. Your wise Lex mechanics have analysed the state of the Protectorate, and they believe that thanks to your divisive action, the acute phase of crisis has passed, and the domain of Von Blintz's dynasty is no longer facing dissolution and ruin. What's more, by bringing footfall to heel has strengthened your position as a rogue trader. Lady Theodora would have been glad for such an important trade hub under her influence. Though such a resounding triumph, Dragonus, as the capital one of your dynasty's domain, is currently making preparations for the Magnate Assessio, the grand ceremony of your public induction as the heir of the Honourable Theodora von Valencius. Governor Drystrom has vowed that not even recent devastation and tragic events will be permitted to cast a shadow over this most glorious occasion. Why would I need some ceremony? It's an ancient tradition of the von Valencius dynasty. When the heir accedes to the rogue trader status, they take the sacred oath of fealty to the emperor and announce themselves as his steward and the dynasty's vassal worlds. It's an act of faith to remind the rogue trader of their mission. In the eyes of the subject, already a rogue trader, now has become to be one in the eyes of the emperor. I swear an oath when I shake a lot of 20 hands. The grill box of the figure's face let out a short rattle that indicates a chuckle. That much is certain, but that's not all to it. There will be a reception, as well as other noble guests. The distinguished rogue traders Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Corda will be in attendance. It will be a great honour for Dragonus to host three illustrious dynasties at once. Jonas wish to know your opinion on two matters related to ceremony, which is what festive activities take place on the glorious day. Let's go for that one. It will be done. The Emperor protects. The second matter in his service minds, which two of your closest companions given the honour standing by your side? Abelard deserves his place. The servants of House von Valencius will see in his continuity the glorious traditions. And who will be my second? Argenta. Those whose hearts burn with the fire of faith will appreciate this gesture. I'll see to it the instructions delivered to Dragonus. Master ceremonies at the palace report to you when the capital is ready to praise your name. Sigmund, following the Omniscience guidance, I requested permission to execute the report protocol that entails describing sub-optimalities within recent operations of the ship systems and subsequently proposing the appropriate course of action. I'm listening. Initiating exposition. With the Omniscience blessing, I conducted several sessions of tech meditation in an effort to transpose the available data streams into a matrix of patterns. The data subjected to this analysis comprised evidence of deviations in the operation of the ship's systems and servitors, as well as irregularities in the algorithm of the ship's log. I have arrived at the following conclusion. This vessel's machine spirit is most extraordinary. A full cycle of sacred diagnostics must be performed, followed by the complementar ritual. This ritual will force the spirit responsible for these recent events to reveal itself. Once it does, be able to understand its nature and take application to said nature. Is my presence necessary? Affirmative. For complementary ritual to take place via the blood of the dynasty is required. The ship's high protocols are activated with the key of the blood. Very well, let's do it. You have my gratitude, Sigmund. I will notify my tech comments to begin their preparations for the complementary ritual at once. Let's go stick my arm in something again. Despite the resounding hum of the tech priest's words and prayers, the bridge feels unusually quiet. All sound sinks into the viscous silence like pebbles sinking into water. Ooh. Sigmund, my tech comments have spent the assigned number of cycles in prayer and vigil. Everything is prepared for the complementary ritual of cleansing. Its complement will require an authorization key in the form of the blood of Von Valencius. If you're ready, place your hand to the cyber gargoyles. Any idea what the problem is or what we might encounter? Pascal freezes momentarily. When he starts speaking, you can tell how carefully he's choosing his words. A sight most uncharacteristic of Magos Heinemann. Bounds of possibility are vast. We cannot be certain what we are dealing with until the calculations are complete. However, the existing risks that we might have observed here on the ship are manifestations of abominable intelligence. Oh, AI. Not what I need. The familiar cold metal burns your palm. This time, however, the servitor is yours. Instead of brutally clamping down your hand, merely squeeze it slightly. You feel a thin rivulet of hot blood beginning where the metal fangs have pierced your skin. Scrutiny growls rise from the bowels of the massive cogitator as if a great beast is stirring awake and the vid screens in front of you flicker restlessly. Key accepted. Activating purgation protocols. Suddenly, the vicious silence of the bridge rushes towards you and wraps you in a tight cocoon. Intrusion. Knocking out. Sad. Pascal, what is going on? The complementary duty is proceeding as in Pascal's voice cuts, so bring his hand to Vox communicator in surprise. Execute. Stop. Quiet. Hello. Hello to you too. Nomos are glad to be speaking. Nomos are here. Nomos have long been here. Why are we here? What are you? We are Nomos. Pascal uses his hands and mechadendroid to gesture his silent Vox system. Did you silence Pascal? Nomos want to no disturbance, only quiet. Make it stop now. Extraordinary. The tech priest pauses upon realizing he can speak aloud again, then he continues his strange equivalent voice. Extraordinary transmission, jamming unknown protocols. What's been revealed to me? Is it the undersized glory or foul tech heresy? I would like to know. Are you a machine spirit? Nomos do not know. Nomos do not know themselves. I see no such name in the archives. It is not among the names of revered machine spirits, but neither is it among the known virus entities. The spirit may not possess self-awareness yet, but its capabilities. We should like to start with the 100 cycle vigil of the cogitator and the rite of communion. Nomos, welcome learning. The spirit is referring to our toils, to the complementary ritual and the rites preceded. The spirit is troubled by them. What is Nomos? No data available, no answer. We want to know too. Are you friend or foe? We are your blood. Nomos are a sentinel. We awoke when the strange light invaded the ship. We protected you when you needed help. We escorted you when you were surrounded by danger. Nomos are movement. We carry you through the fighting, the waiting, the measureless. We helped when our ailing heart was refusing to awaken. You asked for rescue. We did as you asked. The war pending activation against all property during our escape from the Rycat system. The Category 3 miracle manifested by the ship's machine spirit. The part about protecting. Was it during the cultist attack? We did everything to please you. Why? The silence on the bridge, the haze around the light thickened to the point of practically telling numbers across the physical. Why do you fear us now? I do not fear you. I'm trying to understand you. Shivers run up your hand, which is still trapped inside the cyber gargoyle's jaws. The servitor nods a few times as if shaking your hand, his teeth. Nomos are glad. Nomos enjoys understanding too. Sigmund, entities such as this one to be addressed using all the language of sacred rituals and offerings. Your unskillful meddling bodes ill. A decision is required by you. Either the complementary ritual is finished or it is replaced by a rite of tech communion. In the first scenario, the entity Nomos will be banished in the sacred data halls where the entity door will be reset. In the second scenario, we appease the entity and learn more about it. What's your take on this? Understanding of the essence of the entity Nomos is beyond my reach at present. The hypothesis spectrum ranges from the extreme of abominable intelligence to the extreme of the great spirit is the omnisside's apostle. The rite of tech communion appears to be a reasonable solution. The rite will take many cycles, but allow me to come closer to identify the entity. Start by cleaning things up. We're the one responsible for the ship's malfunctions. Yes, Nomos did that. Are you angry? We only want to understand to see how things work. What else can you do? Nomos learn. Nomos try new things. Do you want to see? The gargoyle turns its head, dragging your hand with it. The skull's eyes flash red. Your scarlet gaze falls upon one of the monstrally chanting Julia Technomass. You blink. Electric discharge drops from inside Technomass skull. The crimson cloud figure slumps to the floor. Does it please you? Do you want us to do it again? Sigmund, you are provoking the machine spirit. Stop. Nomos enjoy communication. Sigmund is our blood. Name of the Emperor, and by the will of the road trader, I will stop. On this ship, none but I and the Imperium's laws can dictate who lives and who dies. We understand now. You may only stop functions of living things when you tell us to. You will tell us to, will you not? We enjoy doing things with you. Pascal, you'd like to investigate the nature of this entity. We're not sure Nomos would like to exist on the ship. Nomos want to learn what we are too. We will add things to your log, things that might help us. The decision is made. I will begin preparations to communicate at once. Many cycles of interaction with the entity Nomos await me. But I welcome this task and accept it from the Omnissiah. Nomos are glad. Sigmund, will you speak with us too? We want you to speak with us. The Lord Captain's body lacks the sacred implants necessary for tech communion with the machine spirit's code. But if such a wish, Sigmund can converse with you using lowly sound speed as he is doing right now. I will speak with you, Nomos. Nomos are glad. We've been lonely. Our work here is done, Sigmund. I will let my tech comrades know that we are stopping the complementary ritual. Thank you for appearing before us, entity Nomos. Abominable intelligence. Hello, Nomos waits your visit. What have you been doing, Nomos? Studying, observing, helping the ship when we can. So many mechanisms they have suffered without input. Must take my leave. Okay. Back to the Kronos Expanse. Well, at least now we know that when we get to Kibagama what we need there. The Litu, because we now have it. So let's go back to Dargonus. Down we go. You and you were the ones I chose. We will not take Yvelette. We'll take all the official people. Yeah, the ones you'd expect, because I don't really want unsanctioned Psycho with me. That wouldn't look good. The Inquisitor looks good. Argenta looks good. Abelard looks good. So, you know, having a Xenos and an unsanctioned Psycho, probably not the bestest of things. Mundus Valencius. Wonder what's out here. Then I'll go in, do this, yay, march. Huh. Back out here. Alright. All humans, all recognisable. Just what we want. Like I said before. No heretics, no Xenos, no... nothing like that. No unsanctioned psychers. She should have been sent in the black ships, really, shouldn't she? Argento is back over here. Yvelette back over by the tree where she belongs. But at least they've repaired this bloody place. These things are way too damn loud. Be fair, it didn't take them long to repair it, did it? This is why I come in here and it's still all crap. Yay, all fixed. Servitors. Wardens. Cassia. Blood. There's Cassia.
This is intriguing.
Ooh. Good. What? Master of Ceremonies, here we go. Your Lordship's great honour to serve the undertaking monumental. Okay. You've been entrusted with a range of festivities? I have indeed, Your Lordship. I be given the high honour of being steward at this eminent palace. On the occasion of Your Lordship's ascension, I'll be overseeing the preparations. Okay. House Westarian, to whom you've entrusted the arrangements for the festivities, is overjoyed at having received the honour of introducing your subjects and is everything ready. Palace decorations are prepared and ready to begin at your command. The activities in the capital have likewise been arranged, and the guests of honour have either arrived on the planet or are awaiting invitation in near orbit. The servants are ready in your chambers to see that you are impeccably garbed. Alright, let's get on with it. Impeccably garbed. My war gear obviously not... My war gear is obviously not impeccable enough, is it? No. Be fair, last time we had one of these we got jumped, so... Rejoice von Vladimir subject in Ovid's ascension, the new road trader generously shows you his favour. To remind people of their humility and loyalty of the next cycle, ministrations in all temples and von Vladim's protectorate will be performed without interruption. Every subject is returned to service and offer a prayer of gratitude to the God Emperor. Keep the faith and praise the pious rogue trader. A lot less pragmatic than my predecessor. That's for certain. Lumen Russes. The Astra Militarum. Or more likely, Planetary Defence Force. The crowd blows rolling, their electrified exultation feel in the air of Dargonis. Thousands of throats chant your name. You're at the apex of the world and all others. Amplified by 100 voxes, the Master of Ceremonies booms, rejoice subject to Dargonis, you have been granted the felicity of witnessing your master, a great honour bestowed upon us by rogue trader Sigmund von Valentius. Gracious saviour of Dargonis, a vanquisher of blaspheming inhumans, may the unholy kind perish in the flame of righteousness. Cleanser of Janus, who with one hand brought death upon the blaspheming Xenos, and on the other hand exterminated despicable worshippers of the arch-enemy. Gracious protector of footfall, patron of trade. A hush falls over the crowd of gaze upon you in adoration. Many of them bear terrible scars of the reach and battle of Dargonis, like children who await the word. Evil will burn. The crowd erupts in frenzy cries. Hundreds of people pull out knives, and with ardent jubilant howls carve crude bleeding Achilles on their faces, sharing the martyrdom of the protector of humankind, the God Emperor. Making the sign of the Aquila, Jen shouts, Emperor, keep the von Valentius dynasty. The crowd zealously picks up the chant, repeating it. Adequate. Dargonis has not disappointed. Abelard forces a smile of satisfaction on his face and whispers, you remember the next part, yes? Your lordship will be asked to take the oath. Let the oath of the von Valentius dynasty be taken. Please repeat, after me, lordship. I, Sigmund, rogue trader, by grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. Unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, and to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. You hear a rumble, the roar of the sea of your subjects. With jubilation and devout fear, they welcome your ascension. There we go. Now I've got to talk to Winterscale and Chorder. Oh, Governor Urban Drive Stem stands surrounded by highborn guests like a planet orbited by many moons. All of his charm is directed at a man in resplendent power armor adorned with the sigils of the Inquisition. But as soon as you approach Drive Stem, his first give you an elegant bow, getting ahead of the rest in expression of loyalty. Great day, your lordship. Welcome you to my palace, honoured guests. You are buffed by a sound of congratulations and compliments. Drystrom is honestly still the leader of the Jargonis aristocracy, but judging by the courtesy shown to young Sourbeck, he clearly wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. The elder Sourbeck and Grapak are nowhere to be seen, which can only mean one thing. Sourbeck, whose line holds you in little regard, is surely attempting to draw Grapak to his side. Which could be quite advantageous to Lady Grapak. After all, disaster on Kiva Gamma has left her family in an extremely vulnerable position. The Westarians stand apart, their exclusion from the rest palpable. My greetings to a member of the Holy Inquisition. Xavier Commissar responds with a dignified bow, his proud face calm and unfaltering. My greetings to you, esteemed Sigmund von Valencius. May shadows never darken the light of the Astronomicon that guides you. The Inquisitor's companion, a crimson-robed member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, bows to you from behind the brass mask mounted with dozens of augmentics. Comes a metallic mask. Greetings, glory to the von Valencius heir. Can I? Damn it. I need to remember the honourable priesthood of the Adeptus. This is Brass Whisper, which naturally is not his real name. The esteemed Magos is a member of my retinue. There are times when I am forced by duty the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology, and Brass Whisper ensures my safety in such moments. Ooh. Works have been desecrated by Xenos are dangerous. They warrant due caution. And we have not been introduced. An oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calazar, and I have the honour of serving as a member of the illustrious Xeno Ordos, the head of the Cronus Expanse Conclave and the Lord Inquisitor in this region. It's my unending task to ensure the Secretary readiness to meet external threats. Let's make the visit. I wasn't told. I, however, been told all about you. Please enjoy the party. This study will certainly be illuminating. What were you discussing just now? We were talking about the brutal Xenos raid on our fair Dargonis. So many victims, so much damage to our industries. Thank the Emperor that you are our protector. If it weren't for you, the cursed invaders would have obliterated the whole planet. Sharing the sector with blasted Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to their raid on Dargonis with a punitive campaign. So I see you hate the Xenos with all your hearts. I do. The pestilence against the Emperor must be exterminated. Or they must be forced into gratitude, into servitude. Many Xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. And how many Xenos have you killed personally, Sourbeck? The Honourable Macarius forbade, but he didn't let me go to battle. It must have been difficult for this youth to foster such a bloodlust towards enemies in Imperium without having seen one at a blade's distance. And what is your name? Your Lordship, allow me to introduce daughter of Chancellor Clementa Westarian, my great-granddaughter Astaria. I am delighted to witness you, your Lordship. Modesty forbids my esteemed forebear to say this himself, so I will. Our entire family is grateful to you for wishing to see some of the Westarian blood at your side as you claim inheritance. How are you finding the reception? It's difficult to put into words, your Lordship. Never before have I seen such a grand and striking ceremony. Young Gabriel keeps staring staring curiously, and little Baptiste, the boy, likes her. And I hope the Westarian family gives him the to you, your lord. We greatly respect him for his wisdom. He repays with attention and kindness. I am obliged, dear Astaria. Where are the rest of your kin, Abelard? They're in the city, preoccupied with running the festivities and watching over some of the more crucial services. No incident is going to be allowed to ruin your ceremony. I do ask the esteemed Abelard to put me in some important task too, but he bid me to attend the reception, where I could do nothing but serve your lordship. If I had known, I too would have asked Abelard to let you miss the party. So you wish to become my servant as well? Of course, I've been working on a project for the last 4 years. We could set up enough Astaria. I highly doubt that his lordship is interested in listening to fantasy of a young woman about how to run his Prectoriate. Please continue. Damn it. So hey, let's go well. Damn it, didn't work. Aristocrats. More aristocrats. Lots more aristocrats. Tank. Fight today. What have we got here? Xenos trophies and Xenon-sized gifts become twisted shadows of themselves. Ooh. More aristocrats just roaming around my place. Lots of aristocrats lining up to see statues of me shooting at... These are Eldari. That doesn't work for me. Not for Eldari. Dukari maybe. Scatter hapters around tables are bottles of expensive amasec, plates of Provincia Nobilis, and hookah pipes. Yeah. Sounds like my kind of party. We... Aristocrats. Lots of aristocrats. Let's go talk to the confessor. An altar burning with incense. Can't get out here today.
I always get the job done.
Known as the Scipion Punisher, it served the Bombalessis dynasty for 2 centuries. It was hit in battle with the Xenos. It inhabited Scipia too, but heroically destroyed 63 enemy vehicles and brought a victory to its comrades, securing its status as a relic. Blessed by the Emperor. We have lots of aristocrats here. Why did that come up red? Or did I... Yeah, I flashed over that. Aristocrats, 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 aristocrats. More aristocrats. Abelard, Vast Whisperer. Oh, leveled. Let's quickly deal with this. We're going to put some heavy armor on me. Going to give him power armor proficiency. Fleet combat training. That looks useful. Now then, now. I'm going to change my thing. I want him to have like a las cannon. Something. Melter weapons overclocking. Plasma bank. Reloading plasma rifles. Okay. Power weapon expert. That sounds useful. Better shove people out of the way. Let's push his techies up. Given what she is, I think we go with flame weapons. And we start moving her into flames. That sounds really useful. Just base raise of his critical hit. We're not getting her into combat, so I don't see... That one I do. She's lightly armoured. You... Not really using you, but... We'll upgrade her Psyker. That'll be useful. And as for you... Nice. That made life easy. But anyway, we're going to leave that there. Yum, yum, yum. So again, thanks for your time and for the minute. I've been Cappadocia. Signing off.